Hi, welcome to this edition of How To Q. I built a mower drawer. I'm going to show you how I did that in this episode. All the materials, all the equipment I used is down in the description. If you got issues with storing your mower, just like most homeowners, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I did it. All right, big picture. Here's the shed I built. The mower is going down there on the left side. All right, this is the mower I have. Pretty important because Toro has built a mower that is meant to fold up like this in stowaway very easily. Others, you've got to undo bolts and fold up the handle, etc. It's kind of hard. All right, so here I am in the raw stage of building this shed. I don't want the mower to take up a lot of room in it, so that is why I'm putting the storage here on the bottom left like I showed you earlier. Obviously, I've got to measure it. I'm leaving a little wiggle room on the top and the bottom. Here are the dimensions for this mower. More importantly, here are the slides that I ordered, less than $100. They have lasted over 2 years now. I will show you that in the end. All right, here's the workbench I did a video on, and you can click a link in the top right-hand corner for that. Basically, I'm using MDF to make this box. Painting it on the ground, or painting it before you assemble it, is a lot easier. So the idea here is on the bottom of that box, I'm going to build some runners. This is 3/4 inch plywood. And on top of those runners, I'm going to put the drawer slides. That allows this shelf to go above the bottom of that shed. I'm just kind of drawing everything out. The 3/4 inch is that first line, then making room for those drawer slides to go in and out. I'm using 1 1/4 inch drywall screws for this. Pretty easy. That's kind of my go-to screw. Really easy to use. Also, I am now adding those drawer slides to those runners. So you got the 3/4 inch bottom of the box, then you've got the 3/4 inch runners with the drawer slides on top of it, and then the 3/4 inch MDF shelf on top of those runners. Once I braced the bottom of the eventual box, I found it a lot easier to pull those drawer slides out, put the shelf on top of it, and then screw it in from the bottom. I also added a 1/4 inch piece of plywood, scrap plywood, to the top of that MDF just to protect it. I was going to seal it, but that wasn't necessary. Now it's time to take it outside and try it in the shed itself. I threw the mower on, and what I found was it was hanging up on that 2x4 at the bottom of the shed, so I needed to give it a little bit more room after I drop tested it, of course. So all I'm going to do here is make a little extra room in that 2x4 down at the bottom with my circular saw, just cutting in tracks that allow those drawer sides to not get hung up there. So I cut those tracks in, I tested out, and it works perfectly. Now to build up the sides, best purchase ever was on OfferUp with this KREG jig. Not only is it just the jig, but it's attached to a piece of wood and just meant to build cabinets. For $100, I got that on OfferUp. Now I've got the vertical panels set up. I'm using some basically bracing to hold them up while I put in 1 1/4 inch KREG screws into each side. I know I'm using a lot of tools that you probably don't have. You don't have to use all of these fancy tools. There are other options available out there. Here I'm just bracing the sides so I can move it. It's a lot lighter that way. I'm installing it into the base of that shed with those deck screws, and then again 1 1/4 inch KREG screws with those corner clamps to put that top in, and you can tell I've got a future shelf going in there also. One of the things I did on the back was build a little door with a hinge so I can just blow out all the debris that I anticipate will be in there. So when you blow it, it doesn't blow in your face. Here I am just attaching it. I built a little bit of storage on the top for extra blades, oil, etc. And there's how it works. There's the pass-through, blows out all the debris, works great. All right, now let's fast forward 2 years. Those drawer slides still work great. I have not put any sort of lube, WD-40, anything on it. The drawer still operates smoothly. All right, obviously I've cleaned this up a little bit, threw some paint on, built a door, put some siding on it. All the information for what I did for that, the materials I used, is down in the description. All the links for everything I used is down in the description. Again, check that out. It's been 2 years. This has held up great. Super happy. Please consider subscribing. Check out some of my other videos. And that's it for this edition of How To Q. We'll see you next time.